Hello everyone. Today we are going to do a screen recording of the Cartoon Me project. So first thing you want to do is open your image up, duplicate your layer, and then hide the original layer and set the transparency down on your new layer. After that, we're going to pull up the pen tool. We're going to add a little pressure to it, like we've done in the past. And then basically just go through our project and start tracing everything. It's important to switch it onto line mode, so this way basically each little thing that you create will create a new little shape for you. If you get stuck where you want a variation in the curve, you can see how I did that on the cheek or how I'm going to do it on the head in just a second. Basically what you do is you can add a little curve to the line, click on the box at the end. When you click on the box and continue with your line, it's going to wind up adding on to the last curve that you created. When you're done with that curve and you want to switch on to the next one, basically just click on one of the other layers and then just go back to the top layer and you can just add another one in. You can see that I just did that again with the ear, both the inside and the outside of the ear. So after I'm done outlining the actual outside of the object that I'm doing, what I'll do is I'll come in and I will do all the inside lines that I can possibly find. You can see I added a random little block inside on that mouth right there. Basically what I did is I switched to the node tool, double clicked on the line, and that added an extra node on the original line. And then I went back in and started curving everything around. Right here, I'm just tracing the teeth. I'm just adding the little things in right now. If I absolutely need to, I can just go back and add some more lines later on. I did add a white box, essentially, a white square that I can use as kind of just basically a background so I can see what's going on and how it's going to look as I'm working. Basically, you are literally trying to trace this so it looks like a drawing. You can see how neatly I'm organizing all of my shapes. I'm putting them in, naming what they are, so this way, if I need to go back and make any adjustments later, I want to be able to do that quickly, but also if I go to try to make adjustments of each individual little line, it's going to take forever. You're going to see in just a minute after I'm done making all these eyebrows, in one single folder, I'm going to go back in and change the color of the stroke to basically be what his eyebrow color is. This is actually my son, if you didn't recognize him. So now that I've gotten my outline done, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing a fill only of his head. I did hide the original photo, and I'm basically using the outline that I created as the outline of the shape of the head that I'm going to create. The reason why I'm doing that is if for some reason, if I accidentally didn't do the line perfectly, and then I hide all the lines and I trace the original image, and once I bring it back, there might be spaces where the coloration of the face might be a little too much, or it might be a little too short of being the edge. So this way, it kind of meets up with that. If you notice that when I added the eye color and also now as I'm adding the teeth color, it's not pure white. I definitely don't want pure white anywhere on my screen.